what she has! Water on her land! Water is life. Water is one of the things our bodies cannot live without. All our water that we use on the land comes from this one well. What if you can stop buying water and drink the one right out of your tap? Water is the heaviest and bulkiest item on your shopping list, and the thing you need the most to get you through the day. What if you can stop lugging around heavy bottles and start doing this? Water is the most important resource on our land. We grow our food with it, we wash ourselves with it and our dishes. We keep our animals hydrated and also keep them cool during the hot summer months. But as for drinking it, we never did. In saying that, we don't pay for water most of the time, but our drinking water for the last 6 years, we've been getting it from a spring, a 5-minute drive down the road. Sometimes when it's rained heavily, the water would be murky, so we wouldn't be able to get it, and Luke would just drive around trying to find clear water from a different spring. Other times during the dry summers, there'd be no water. It would be totally dry in the springs. And then we'd need to buy it from the shop. And in all honesty, we don't like buying water from the shops anymore, because when we occasionally do have to do it, it doesn't taste quite right after we've gotten used to drinking our delicious spring water. But what if we could finally drink the water from the well on our land? Bing! It would save us, especially Luke, so much time and energy, and also kind of on our backs, because to carry those big bottles in and out, they're pretty heavy. And it would take us another step closer to self-sufficiency and living off what our land provides, which we love. So today we start this journey, but we are not alone on this one. We partner with Waterdrop to help us do just that. So let us explore this option together. Will it be successful? Well, you will find out at the end of this video.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we have an awesome episode for you. Hey Molly. And it's all about water and safe drinking water more than anything.
So this is how we get our water for the past 6 years. And because it's nearly the end of summer and it hasn't rained yet, it takes ages. It's so slow. It's really boring waiting here. It takes about a minute per litre. So I have 120 litres. So I'll be here for nearly 2 hours, which is silly. There is another one I like to go to, but I never see anyone get any water from there. So I'm a bit paranoid that it's not good for drinking, even though there's no signs. This one is very popular, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because every now and then you'll get someone pull up with a couple of 5-litre bottles to fill up, and I'm not going to make them wait 2 hours because I have so much. So I let them go before me. So I try to come when it's not the busy time after 5 o'clock.
So now it's time to set up an RO system and filtration system so we can drink our own water. I'm really excited about this. Apart from drinking water, we've been using the well water for showers, for washing dishes, and when we cook with it, we have been boiling it for the past 6 years. So hopefully with this installation that I'm going to do today, that will all end. So I'm really happy about saving a lot of time and having good water to drink, to clean and to cook with. So today we are going to see what we need to drink our well water. We're going to install everything, and then we're going to take a water sample before the whole filtration system and after, take it to our local lab, and we're going to do 2 tests, a bio test and a chemical test. So first up, what you need is this whole house water filtration system. After that, you're going to want this beauty. This is the G3P800. The tankless under sink water filtration reverse osmosis system. I'll get into more of the specs when I'm installing it, but these are the 3 main filters over here, where they go in anyway, and I'll show you them quickly. There's this beauty, the RO filter, then you have the CF filter and the CB carbon filter. Now apart from that, it also comes with this LED that sterilizes water up to 99%. So this is it comes on automatically when the water flows, and it's LED, and it has a 50-year lifetime. So we're sweet with that. We'll never have to replace this. It also comes with this awesome faucet over here, and you can see, I'll show you once I install it, but you can see some information of the water quality on this screen here. So that's pretty sweet, pretty stylish if you ask me. Okay, so that's the RO system. Now, because this works so well and takes out everything from the water, it is recommended that you get one of these remineralization cartridges, which is this thing here. Okay, so that's what we're going to be installing, and I'm really curious to see the taste of the water as well, because we've gotten so used to the spring water in the villages over here that whenever there was a problem and we couldn't get any and had to buy mineral water from the store, we never really liked it. So I'm curious to see what it tastes like, and super excited to not have to go collect water anymore. Right, let's start installing. First up, the whole house filter. Okay, so here's my pump over here, and it pumps up the water from this IBC, which is filled from the well. So this is my outlet pipe. I just opened it up to see what I need. I bought all the connections I need, and so basically I have to divert this into here, then out and back to this. It's 5-stage filtration. It has a carbon and sediment filter, and basically it reduces large particles up to 5 microns. We'll install this exactly after our water pump, and then this will feed the whole house. So even our shower and our normal kitchen sink faucet will have 5-stage filtered water. I have our filter here. Comes with this, pretty handy. Let's tighten this one up. Do not over tighten. So, let's see this one. Ooh. So there's the other one. Now one takes 6 months before you change it, and the other one is 3 to 6. The GAC filter. Tighten that up. And these red buttons on the top here is to, once it's connected, is to relieve the pressure so you can take them out easily. Okay, so that's that. Next goes these 1-inch to 20mm adapter. I'll put one on each side. So they do give you some Teflon tape with it, and go around 10 times. 1, 2, and 10. Okay, let's connect that up. Okay, as tight as it gets, and we'll do the other one. Next one. Okay, that's done. Now it's time to turn off the pump, cut off the water and drain it so I can take apart this and connect it. That's closed. The pump is off.
Okay, water's drained, so hopefully we don't make too much of a mess here. Let's see. As tight as it's gonna pretty much go. So we need a piece of pipe from here to here. Just make sure it's straight and there's no bits. Could use a bit of sandpaper here, but it's fine. Put on this elbow, goes in like that, close that off. Now a little piece of pipe for here. This one. Tighten that up. Now we need a piece here, an elbow and an elbow. So this filter reduces chlorine, lead, benzene, mercury, strange odors, sand, rust, and more. So that's pretty good for the whole house. Okay, it's all hooked up. I think it's good. Let's turn on the water and see if there's any leaks. Okay, all the water's off and open from there. Let's plug in the pump. No leak here. No leak here. Okay, now that I know I've definitely got no leaks and it's all good, we need to flush it. So we'll run the water for about 10 minutes. The water will be cloudy till the dust comes out, or the carbon dust. And then do it again. So we flush it twice. As you can see, it's quite cloudy. Okay, that's it. I've flushed it twice and it's running clear pretty much now. You do have to protect it from the frost and from direct sunlight. So I've just cut a few holes into this container here. And I think this will do it. Just like that. We don't get a very strong frost here. I think the most is -5, so I think that should probably be enough to keep it from freezing. However, I will re-insulate this pipe all the way in and all the way around. I just have to go buy some of that tape. Okay, that's done. Let's head inside and set up the reverse osmosis and the remineralizer. Ding! Okay, I've got everything I need here, including the instruction manual and all my filters. Now over here I've already put a hole for the faucet, and they actually give you this little sticker to put on the piece of the worktop that you need to cut into, drill into. And yeah, that's just a guide. I didn't use it, but that's very nice of them. Right, where's my reading glasses? Let's read this manual. So it has 9-stage filtration, reduces PFAs, fluorides and heavy metals such as lead, chromium, arsenic, iron, radium, calcium, salts such as nitrates and chloride, as well as large particles. Okay, this is the input water tubing with the adapter, and they've very nicely written that over here. Input, nice and easy. Okay, so all you have to do is connect that to your cold water supply there, and then carry on, connect the one to the normal faucet there, and then you've got a switch even here to actually stop or feed into the reverse osmosis. So pretty simple. I'm not going to show you with the camera because I take up most of that space myself. So this is my cold water tap. This is what they give you here, and then you connect. This is the normal water tap up there. So there's the supply to it. Next is the faucet. So I've got that hole there, just put it through, and then you've got the thing, just like any other faucet, from underneath, tighten it on. Feed it, feed. Okay, that's tight enough. Faucet is on. Just have to put in the actual faucet. So this apparently just push in. That's it. That's pretty sweet, pretty stylish, right? Okay, so next, there's from the faucet you've got a wire and the tubing. The tubing, this goes into the UV sterilizer. Just push it in. There's a black mark to where to push it into. And then these are the powers to the UV sterilizer and the faucet. So these will be going into the back of the unit over here. Okay, next is the wastewater. Every 3 cups of water, or 3 parts water, 1 is waste, which is some of the best there is on the market. So you have to have a pipe going to your drains. It's really simple. How to install the drain saddle. They make it really easy for you. There's a square foam thing, you stick it to the front plate and make sure the holes line up. Drill a hole in a vertical piece of the drain pipe with a 1/4 inch drill bit and then attach it there. Okay, there's my hole done. So this is the drain water note. Please insert the tubing fully and firmly until you reach the mark. Okay, I will. So that goes in like that, and it goes in about 0.6 of a centimetre. Put it on and tighten it up. Nearly there now. All we have to do is connect all the waters and the wires. I passed the power cord from underneath, but I haven't plugged it in yet. So first we'll connect to the input water from the tip to tap. Shows you how much to put it into, and it says input right here. So take that off, put the input water in, and then you've got these little U-clips, and that is in. You can cut this, but since I might put this into the outdoor kitchen one day, I'm not going to cut them, so I'm going to leave them. So this is the wastewater going in all the way. Okay, next I have to put this, the remineralizer, attached onto the wall. Okay, so this goes in between this and the UV sterilizer, so I'll have to cut that 1/4 inch pipe, this one. So this will go into the sterilizer, then into this, and then into the back here. So this restores essential minerals to your water. So it adopts PCC tech to activate the crystal structures of minerals, and it restores minerals such as calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium and strontium. It helps prevent chronic disease, improve digestion and boosts your immunity. It lasts about 12 months or just over 4,000 litre, whichever comes first. And they also give you, they're really sweet, a nice little pipe cutter, which will come in handy in other jobs as well. So out is going from there to there. So we'll cut it there, I reckon. Nice and neat. Okay, so this goes into the back here, where the filtered water comes out. Then it goes into the remineralizer. So in. I do have to put these blue U-clips on. Okay, that's 1. My hand's too big for this. 2. So this is the UV sterilizer. In, out. Okay, that's in. Another one of these blue clips. And that's on nicely. That goes onto there. Now I'll do that last. And this goes into here. That's the out. This goes here. Very nice. And this goes there. Okay. Faucet, yes. So that goes in there like that, and then twist it on. This is the UV filter.
tighten this up. Okay, everything is connected. Let's get it in there. Okay, we can put the filters in. So we're going to put the CB activated carbon filter in. Take off this thingamabob and line up the arrow with the arrow. Very simple. And turn. Next will be the CF filter, pre-sediment and carbon block filter. Same thing. 2, and the last one, the RO filter. Same thing with the arrow. And they're all in. Now it does look messy because I didn't cut this pipe or the waste pipe, but I wanted to keep them just in case, because I might move this within the next year. I might put it in the outdoor kitchen. So for now, I'll leave it like that. Okay, definitely no leaks there. Okay, let's plug it in. Okay, it started flushing the system. You don't open the tap yet. It'll take about 5-10 minutes till everything goes off. It's just putting water through all the filters and flushing the system. Once there's water running through, I'm just going to see if there's any leaks now. Okay, all good. Just wait 5 minutes till all the lights go off over here. Stopped flushing the 5 minutes. Whoop. So now we need to run it for 30 minutes. Now that 30 minutes is accumulative, so at least if you stop it, it doesn't start from scratch again. So that was good, which is what we did basically, because we didn't want to waste the water. So we're kind of using the water as we went. And we got 30 minutes, and then as soon as the TDS reading comes onto the faucet LED screen, then you're good to go. Yesterday I installed the RO and all the filters and the remineralizer and everything. Really, we could just start using it, because it does have very low TDS reading. The lower the better, and it's like 3-4 at the moment, parts per million or whatever it is. But we want to see what these filters actually do. So we are going to take a water sample before it goes through all the filters, and after we're going to take it to the local lab and have it tested for biological contamination and chemicals, so metals and fertilizers and stuff like that. So yesterday I went to the lab and I got the sterilized bottles they give you. This is just one batch, and I'm going to take a water sample as soon as it comes out of the well, take one from the tap and take them to the lab. So the lady at the lab told me to get some alcohol and a clean wipe and just wipe the inside of the pipe. Off to the lab we go. Okay, we've just made it to the industrial estate of Castello Branco, and our lab should be somewhere here. I just drove past it. Let's chuck a Yui. Here it is, ALS.
Este é antes, certo?
Antes, isto depois.
A água é proveniente de furo, poço.
Fosso
Do poço.
de poço, sim.
É micro e química.
Sim, os dois.
Os dois.
O químico é 30 dias para...
Sim, demora 3.
Ok,
Demora
muito
pelo
bem.
menos 3 semanas, sim.
3 semanas.
3
muito bem.
semanas, sim. Vai querer pagar agora ou por transferência?
Posso pagar agora. Cartão?
Não.
Não? Ok. Você me diz quanto é? 100. So it's about 105 or 110 for the chemical one and about 40 for the biological. And since we're doing 2 tests, it's 300 euros.
Por mim podes ir.
Posso? Obrigada.
Obrigado.
Depois a fatura vai por e-mail também.
Ok, muito bem.
298 euros. Fica depois recebe. 100.
Okay, I should get the results in my email between 3 and 4 weeks. Well, it's a week for the biological and then 3 to 4 weeks for the chemicals. So don't worry guys, you don't have to wait. We're gonna do the waiting for you.
It's been 4 weeks since Luke took the samples to the lab and we finally got the results, and Luke has been trying to understand them for the last 2 days, but I think he's finally gotten it.
Hello. I think I've understood most of it. It's pretty tricky because I have no chemistry background. But yeah, we've got the results. Yay! So we have, these are the before and after microbiological, and this is the after chemical, and this is the before chemical. I just wrote down because the last part of it came in on this last couple of days ago. So I just wrote them down so I don't have to go down and print them. So, shall we do this first before we drink it so we know what we're drinking?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, so we have quantity of coliforms before, 0. That was good. 0 after, obviously. Escherichia coli, 0, 0. Entrecocos, 15. And after, 0. This Enterococcus is found in the guts of all animals, I think. So that's basically from poop contamination. So there was 15. Now I went online and I found all the kind of standards, EU standards and US standards as well. And under Enterococcus, which is Enterococcus, here, you should have 0. You can't drink your water if it has any of it. So it's taken out 15, so now that's clean, good to drink. Next on the list is the quantity of microorganisms at 22 degrees. And we had in it 8.5 times 10 to the power of 2, which I think is about 850. That would be times 10 to the power of 2. 850 colonies. After less than 1, which is probably the minimum they can actually quantify with the equipment they have. And then at 36 degrees, they do the same thing. And it was 8.7 times 10 to the 2. So it's grown by 20 because it's about 870. And after we have less than 1 as well. And last but not least was the Clostridium pedringens. And that was 0 and came 0. So it wasn't too bad. Well water. It does have a lot of microorganisms. And also it had 15 Enterococcus. So that is the microbiological one, before and after. So the after looks awesome because it's all 0, less than 1, 0, 0, 0. Very good! Next is the chemical, which took the longest to come because this came after a week, the microbiological. So the alkalinity stayed the same from when it came out. And the hardness, it went from 8.6 to 8.8, so it hardened it a bit more. So basically hardness, if I'm not mistaken, is the amount of calcium and magnesium in the amount of minerals in your water. So it's added a bit, basically 0.2. It should be between 7 and 10, and it's 8.8. So I think that's pretty good. So it's moderately soft / hard water.
Next is conductivity. It's less than 74 and it didn't change at all. And it should not exceed 0.78. The less is better. Turbidity is the cloudiness or opaqueness of the water. And there was a change, I did yes there. And from 3.35 to less than 0.5 NTU. I think 1 is, it's allowed 1 to 5, but less than 1 is better. So we're really good there. Chlorides was less than 15 and it stayed less than 15. The pH went from 5.4, which is quite acidic, to 7.2. And it's safe to drink water that is from 6.5 to 8.5. So it is slightly acidic, like most reverse osmosis waters would be. However, it was more acidic in the well. So it's increased it by 1.8. That's pretty good. Nitrates, which I think is fertilizers and stuff like that. And it was 13 milligrams per liter. And now it's less than 5. And I think less than 5, where is it? Yes, it's the lowest quantification. So it's the amount that they could measure the least with their equipment. And then you have manganese and iron, and it's increased the manganese very little by 0.13. And the iron, it's reduced it from 17.4 to 2. Now those should be under 0.3 milligrams, and ours is, because if it's more than 0.3 milligrams you have to see where this iron is coming from into your water. And the same with the manganese, it should be below 0.05, and in fact it is. Then there's the calcium and magnesium. It's increased it a bit. That would be the remineralization filter. It's still low like most ROs are, but I mean, you don't get most of your calcium and magnesium from water. You get it mostly from foods. So that's to be expected with an RO. So it's safe to drink. It is slightly lower in minerals, but that remineralization filter really does a good job in putting some minerals back in. So now I reckon we just pour it and have a taste. We've been dying to taste it. That's for me. And that's for you. And I'm just going to get some from the normal faucet, which only goes through the whole house filter, just to see how clear the filter water is. Okay, this is the normal faucet. It's pretty clear, much clearer than it was obviously before we had that whole house filter. But if you look in the light, you can see probably microorganisms all in there.
Yeah, I can see them.
Guys. So we're not going to drink that one.
No.
I mean, look, you can see it's got very low turbidity, or however you say it. I learnt a new word. But it's really, really clear. So clear. There you go.
Thank you.
Hopefully it doesn't taste like mineral water. Cheers.
Mmm. Tastes like water.
Tastes like very clean water. Yum. Yay! No more going to collect water from the local village spring. Woohoo! Every 2 weeks. Man, I'm happy with this. Okay, I think that's about it for us. I think we've covered everything. The water is truly delicious. And thank you very much, Waterdrop, for sending us all this equipment. So it definitely makes our life easier and most probably healthier.
Yeah, and the taste is not very dissimilar to the spring water that we normally get every week, so it's very good.
If you want any of the things we installed today, the RO system, the whole house filter, the remineralization cartridge, we'll have a link down below. It's a great time to buy it now because you can get up to 37% off for Black Friday specials. So we'll put a link to that in the description below, but we also have a coupon code for an extra 5% off. So if you're interested in buying one of these systems for your house or off-grid property, whatever, now is the time to buy it.
Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Give me some water.
Okay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hit me!